Live from Southwest Florida's morning news source. This is Fox 4 News Rising.
Okay, well, is your dog, a great family pet, but a little too excited when somebody comes to the door, barking at the mailman, running around? Don't worry, we've got a solution for you this morning.
That's right. Patrick Logue is sitting down with us, and he's from Barkbusters, and we've seen it happen before, and he could basically take your dog from kind of crazy to how Jake is acting. This is his dog, Jake, and this is amazing how you do this.
It's phenomenally simple. It is amazing. Typically, we see results in a dog when we go to the client's house within 2 to 3 hours.
Wow. And there's no shock collars, no technical things. It's
nothing
just
like that. Nothing like that. Most of the people that I've talked to that have purchased shock collars, a lot of them tend not to use them because they do inflict pain.
Yeah.
But something that we also don't use is bribery. So treats are not a prevalent part of our training. Those two types of devices, pain or bribery, tend to get a dog to comply with you, which only gets you so far in your relationship.
That's very true. So tell us a little bit about how it works. Like, how do you get Jake to sit here so quiet and be so good?
In a television studio with people walking around,
right.
Lights, commotion.
Well, I mean, it doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen in just a couple hours. The first thing you need to be able to do is communicate with your dog effectively. And that, in essence, is speaking their language. Because, again, dogs don't speak English or any other language other than canine language. So we work with the owners and share about canine communication, the use of our body language, our voice, an action threat that we use to get the dog's attention off of whatever it's focused on and back on you as the owner, who should be the leader of the pack.
Right. So you'll do different, little, it almost sounds like you're growling or barking at the dog when you teach them.
Well, that's exactly what dogs do. So we do growl at dogs. And the reason why we do that is because it works.
That's so interesting. Now, earlier when we were sitting here, I was like, oh, Jake, and I was talking in a high-pitched voice, and he came over to me. And all you had to do, you did the low-pitched voice, and you said they're looking for someone to dominate. Otherwise, they will if you don't.
Well, that's exactly it. Oftentimes, our clients and people that call Barkbusters, the simple question I ask them, well, who's in charge of the house? And inevitably they say, oh, well, Fluffy's in charge of the house.
Or Fido.
Or Fido. But it begs the question, well, if they're in charge of the house, why isn't the human?
Right.
And what we do is we make sure that the dog understands its place within the pack, which is the family, where the humans are on top, and then the dog looks to the humans for leadership and guidance. And that's when you can start having a great relationship with your dog, so he doesn't go cuckoo on a TV set.
I think the key thing, too, that he told us last time was that you teach the people, the owners, how to do this. It's not just you always have to be there to make it work.
Oh, no, no, I don't. My hourly rate is pretty high, so I'm not moving into anyone's house at all. We show the owners in 2 to 3 hours how to communicate with their dog so they can have the dog of their dreams.
That's great.
And Patrick will be sticking around for the 8 o'clock hour, so don't you go anywhere. More tips from Barkbusters, but if you want to give them a call in the meantime, it is 239-225-1371, or check them out online. Southwest Florida at barkbusters.com is the webpage. Patrick, thanks so much.
Absolutely.
And
Thank
Jake,
you.
of course, too.
Yes,
of course. Just chilling.
So well-mannered.
Live from Southwest Florida's morning news source. This is Fox 4 News Rising.
All right, we're playing with Jake this morning because we want to kind of show you exactly what Barkbusters does. So we got him a little riled up.
Yes, we did this on purpose. You remember, if you were watching the 7 o'clock hour, he was just cool as a cucumber lying on our studio floor. But we have Patrick Logue, and he's with Barkbusters. And if Jake, is very hyper, all excited by the company and stuff, you have ways that are not threatening to the animal. They don't use shock collars to get him to just calm down.
Right. Well, the first thing that we do is just a simple sign of dominance, which would be to stand up, get a little bigger, and then we'll need to get his attention off of Amy and back onto me so I can show him what to do. So we growl at him. Ah! Come here, buddy.
There you go.
And there we go. So it's just important to get the dog to focus off of whatever it's choosing to focus on, like maybe this nice squeaky tennis ball.
You got his attention.
Or it could be that car that chases by that your dog chases after, or kids in the neighborhood, or bikes, or squirrels, or whatever. We need to take the focus off what the dog chooses to focus on and back on the owner so you can show it what it is that you do want. Because the big safety issue is, well, if a dog chases after a car,
It could get hurt.
my money's on the car for not being hurt.
Right.
So it's very important that your dog listens to your voice, which is why we don't rely on artificial controls.
Treats or
Treats or
Shock
shock collars
or
or things
even
like
choke
that.
collars. You
or
don't
even
use
choke
any of
collars.
that.
No, the training collar that we have on Jake is designed to never hurt him. It is designed to such that if it's being in full issuance, it's still just Jake's neck size.
Yeah.
So you can kind of see on the camera here, I can still get my fingers down
Under
in
there.
here. So it's just his regular neck size, so it's nothing that hurts the dog. We do not believe in physical punishment of any kind.
And it is impressive because just a couple verbal commands. And how long does it take a normal dog with anybody's house to train and do
we
this?
can see tangible results on an average dog in 2 to 3 hours.
That's amazing.
And we back that up with our Life of the Dog guarantee that's available not only throughout the United States here, but also in the 7 other countries that we're currently in.
Wow.
And we'll be expanding to France and Germany in the next year.
All right, and if you actually want to get in touch with Patrick because he can come to your home and work with your dog, you can give him a call. The number's 239-225-1371. Or for more information on BarkBusters, you can email them at swfla@barkbusters.com. And Jake, you are so well behaved. You can even see his ears going down.
Yes.
So
Jake knows his camera.
yes, exactly. They can help you too.
Thanks so much for
Terrific.
stopping
Thank you very
by.
much.
Yeah, thanks, Patrick.